Hi there. How is everybody doing? This is my very first video that I'm doing. Hopefully there will be more. It depends on how this one goes. My name is Renelle, and this is going to be, while you're seeing this in Perfect Spaces Design. I also have a Facebook page on that as well. Um, I work full time. I work in the school, in the school district. Um, I'm, I've been doing that for like 4 years now, and generally in like the mental health profession for a bit longer than that. But I do have a background in interior design. I actually, it's considered a degree now from where I live. It wasn't a degree before, so I'm not sure how you would call it, but I have a diploma in interior design. Um, but the decor part of it, the decorating part of it, is what I like the best. It's always been a passion of mine and always will be a passion of mine. I'm trying to, like I see other people do it, and you know what? If it amounts to anything, perfectly fine. If it doesn't, perfectly fine. Um, but because it's a passion of mine and I will never let it go, um, I want to put myself maybe out there a little bit and see if it could be a little nice little other job that I could do, right? Something that I love. I love the work that I do right now. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I work with youth, but also it requires me to have partnerships, and I have to work with, you know, all kinds of different professionals in schools and out of school. So I love that. This would be a little stressful, if I can say it like that, but that's okay. So you're watching this on Perfect Spaces Design. Little pun there, because you see one of my babies here. Yeah, they will probably make appearances here and there in videos. So this is Caramel. Hey, Caramel. Hi, Caramel. So that's Caramel. And I also have a boy, Chewy. I hear he's either drinking or doing something right now, so he probably will make appearance later on too. So I'm a cat mom. So you'll see them here and there. You'll see cat things here and there, and that's totally normal. Um, but yeah, so I wanted to introduce myself. So my name is Renelle, and I come from maybe biased, one of the most beautiful provinces in Canada, from New Brunswick. We call ourselves Maritimers, so we're on the East Coast, born and raised. And French is my primary language, so if I sound sometimes, I might be, looking for a word and I don't really find it right away. It happens to me in French too, oddly enough. But anyways, so bear with me. I have, like lots of people down here, I have lots of family in the States. We're close to the States. We border on the province of Maine. Love my family everywhere. So yeah, so again, this is my first video. I'm just trying to see. It feels weird in a good way. Right now I'm feeling like it's a diary. I'm just writing down in my diary, which that could be used for that too. Um, but what I want to do here is I'm not reinventing the wheel or anything. But to put some positivity, I don't want to work. I want to talk about, politics. Not that that is not important, but I want this to be a place where it's more, I guess, positive in a way. I'd like to do maybe shop with me's, day in the life, maybe that type of vlog. Like I said, I haven't really decided, and in my mind, it's okay that I haven't decided, so I can go like work with it and play by ear and kind of get used to it. Because right now I'm looking at myself, because you're talking about, I usually don't even like having my picture taken. So this is a big step for me. So anyway, so I think it might be therapeutic too. Who knows? Um, so I really wanted to like, first of all, put this out there. Maybe not today. Like I said, hopefully this video will see the light of day. If so, you're watching it now. Hi. That is my goal. So I want to focus though. My focus will be more like decorating, giving somebody inspiration, because like so many people on this platform on YouTube and have inspired me the last I don't know how many years, because was what I mentioned, lifestyle, day in the life, shop with me, vlogging, stuff like that. That I mentioned is what I want to do because it's what I watch. I binge watch that a whole lot. And if I could just start name dropping just because it's the first that come into my head, you know, Kimmy Cope is a wonderful channel. She does all that type of stuff. She's so sweet, she's so positive, and she truly does inspire. Fearfully Created, Home Sweet Home. Oh my god! And just top of my head, I watch a lot of that stuff, you know. And I've actually found like Maritimers too. I know there are probably a lot of you guys that have channels too. By Jacqueline Gallant, that's on the island, and the English Home is in Nova Scotia. They're just very talented and like down to earth people. I feel like I'm sitting at home talking with them, or with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I don't really like tea. So I want that kind of feeling, and who knows, maybe I'll do, you know, I don't live the extravagant lifestyle. I could do Q&As later on. That's just, I want to test the waters and see how it goes. And like I said, if it amounts to anything, perfect. If it doesn't, that's okay too. So today is just, I just want to introduce myself. I'm going to edit this a little bit later. Might have to reshoot a couple things. Who knows? The lighting here is amazing. Like, I have so much natural light. So, like I mentioned, I have a couple of degrees, if you want to call it that, because I'm not sure of the technical term. Again, my brain is sometimes thinking in French. I have diplomas. And one of them is interior design, but I like the decorating aspect a whole lot better than the design. Like, the course I took was a 2-year course, and we actually had like aspects of architecture, being an architect, because we had to use AutoCAD. I think it was AutoCAD. I just remembered it. And print out and do plans, like house plans and like the electrical plans and stuff like that. Did not like that much. That's okay. Some people thrive in that. That's okay. So I guess I'm more, like I said, in the decorating, more the decorating and the staging aspects, and, you know, what kind of colored floors, tiles, you know, the backsplash, the countertops, color scheme, what kind of furniture will look good, if you're doing a certain style. And style is kind of like, I don't really like saying that word, because like you hear about like, you know, modern style, or modern farmhouse, eclectic, bougie chic, or, you know, all that stuff. And I do believe that, but it's just that when it comes down to it, like your home, if you're decorating a home or you're a room, or you make it your own. So I don't believe in a style in that sense, because later in this video I am going to talk you through, as I basically designed the layout, and I chose everything for my tiny home that you kind of see here. And it does have a little bit of everything. Like, if I would to name it, boho modern farmhouse with a little, I don't know, shabby chic or something in it. It's just, I made it, and I may make changes, obviously, later on down the road, because I have only been moved here since, thinking about that earlier, I think it's like January or February of this year. Um, so I lived in it for a while, and that's something that I would suggest live, like if you've moved in another place, if you're building, you've moved, don't necessarily change things right away. Sit with what you have, and then maybe you'll say, oh, well, I'd like to have color on that room, or I'm missing something here and there. So I would definitely suggest that. It helped me because I wanted this place to be really, really inviting. And it's a small space. I kind of call it my tiny home. I think I have about, I think it's a little over 600 square feet. I'm by myself. Well, I'm by myself. I have one of my fur babies is here. Chewy has yet to make an appearance. And I'm connected to my parents' house. So, I'm gonna try to not make it a long, long story. So many years ago, my parents had, like, they had built their house. It's built in, they built it, what, 79, 80, something like that. And they had a carport. I hope I'm saying it. That's how we used to say it. So not a garage, but inside of the house was extended, the roof extended, and you can literally park your car underneath the carport. So fast forward, not that long after, unfortunately, my dad's father passed away. My grandfather passed away, and I was young. That it was many years ago, so I can't remember how long my grandmother stayed in their house, which was not far from here, long. But my parents made an addition to the house, so they stretched that back a ways, closed it, right? And so they made an in-law suite, and in front of it, and we still have the garage door. My dad still has a little garage, so my dad was able to get a little garage to put a snowblower, and kind of then just saw a flag go by, so she might go crazy. So it was a little garage, but my grandmother had, it was in the law suite, my grandmother had her apartment, and she stayed here, or there, I should say, because it's not quite the same space, quite a few years, and, and when she couldn't, maybe couldn't be, health issues and stuff like that, and age issues, so when Mimi couldn't stay here anymore, she went to this lovely, close to here, this lovely nursing home, very well taken care of. The staff there was so sweet. So anyways, all that being said, when Mimi wasn't here anymore, they basically opened, like the year after, whatever, basically opened the whole thing up, and my dad had this huge garage. Weirdly enough, I don't think he's ever parked his car in it. It was for, my father has a trailer. He had a motorcycle. He still has one, motorcycle, skidoo. My mom, which I got that from her, loved decorating, especially for Christmas. Lots of decorations. Anyways, place was full. And down here is not, in the last couple of years or so, since COVID or whatever, I mean, it's not any more different than in any other place. I mean, the economy and everything makes it super difficult. And I, as of 2 years ago, started to do, like, again, I was living with my parents. I'm an older gal. And thank God for my parents. They were amazing. But I kind of felt like, not that I was failing or anything, but kind of, I was like, I want a place That's typically what happens, right? Kids grow up, and that's what the parents want you to grow up, and you become financially, stable. You get a place of your own. And again, that's not what defines you. That's not what defined me. But I wanted my place. And something to call home, something. And I was fortunate enough. And I was looking at, oh my God, all different options at that point a couple years ago. Tiny homes started to be a big thing. And by God, there was a company here, closest here, who was, manufacturing tiny homes and beautifully built. I visited one, and you're talking on a trailer and 300 square feet, and it was $150,000. And I don't even have a lot. I'm not even hooked to like septic or the well, so that was again over my budget. I was like, what do I do? 2 cats, can't really go necessarily everywhere to rent, and do I want to rent? And renting is perfectly fine. I don't want to send anybody here. So just looking at my options, and I had kind of said something, well, can we convert back a little bit? Going back, like we kind of went backwards here with the whole apartment thing, and my dad was like, "Oh, I'm going to lose a lot of space," and that was true. And okay, so looked at different options, went to the bank myself. Again, it was like probably 2 years ago, and again, I'm just on my income, which is a decent income. Like, again, times are not that easy, and so I wasn't approved much. So not even sure how we got back to that drawing board, or how the conversation went about again, but like my dad was like, we're gonna convert it. I only need so and so amount of space. And I was like, oh, nice, thank you. So for like a year, I got an app online. It was for free. Like, you had to you got like 5. You got it for free, but you only had like a limited amount of projects you could do. So I could like redo them. And anyway, so I tweaked a lot, and we kind of figured out the space here, the layout here, because remember where I'm sitting here, yes, way before it was my grandmother's apartment. After that, it was opened up, so it was a huge garage, and now like it's an apartment. So anyways, play around with the layout, and I always at the end came back to this, which is the layout which I'm going to take you guys on a tour of, the layout that I ended up with, because to me, and based on the structures that were kind of like, you see this, and again, I want to go into it, this beam, just because this is part of the original house. All after that was added, so like, that's a beam that can be touched. So lots of things that I didn't put in consideration, or because like I said, I don't do electrical layout, I don't do all of that. I only knew what layout I wanted, what layout for me would work best. And my builder, I'm not gonna name you, you know who you are, love you, my amazing builder was able to like take what I had in my mind, and I put on paper and computer and tweaked it whenever he needed to, and made it possible. So huge shout out to you, you know who you are. And I am proud of myself. It's like I said, it's not big. It's roughly 600 feet. Plenty enough for me. Just lay down now. And my 2 fur babies. I have my own personal space. My parents have their own private space. but obviously we're just a door, a hallway that's separating us, so like we visit. So it's kind of perfect. And it cost me way less because I got to hook up, because the hooking, like, because of the apartment, it was an apartment here before. It's the same septic, sewer system. We have wells here. We're in a village, so we don't have it. It's not town water or city water, so we have well. So yeah, it's really good. So I was able to design it, and talk about, my dad had a motorcycle. I had it for like a year. I always rode shotgun with my dad for years and years and years. Loved the motorcycle. He had a gold wing. He still does. That's for sale. And so I actually got my hands on a Spider, because I was like, there's no way I can ride a motorcycle with two wheels. So, Spider with the two wheels on front and one wheel in the back, drives kind of like a car. So I had that. Drove it for one summer or something like that. And to be honest, I didn't drive it. I didn't drive it a lot, but I wasn't really 100% comfortable with it or sure of myself. And it's around that same time we were starting talking about, apartment, whatever, maybe building something. And I'm just like, if I sold, like, I don't, again, I had to be honest with me, and it's okay. I tried it. Like I said, is one thing I say. I can say I tried it, and I don't regret it. Because, like, this bike is not for me. I'm going to try to sell it. And the money that I make off of that, because the bike was paid for, maybe I can help myself with. That's what I did. I started buying appliances for like a year. My parents' house became like a storage unit. I remember they have a hallway that goes like around the house. Doesn't really block at one end. Anyway, so the hallway became blocked at one point. You can access it through either side. And my washer and dryer, I think, were there. I had my stove there. So I bought bits and pieces for a good year before the person that came to build actually came to build. So the person came to build in, I want to say September, October. But last year, at the same time, I got really sick. I'm not going to go into details in this. Maybe it's something else. Later on in story time, I can tell. So, kind of selfish me kind of things, miss out on that, miss out on the excitement of, like, my place being built and seeing, coming over here and seeing the updates. But guys, I was not feeling well. But anyways, fast forward. Yeah. So been here since January, February, something like that. Sat with it. I chose a very neutral scheme. I wanted something very, very inviting, something cozy. But again, being such, not being a big place, I didn't want to put something too dark on the walls. I wanted it to appear bigger maybe than it is, and just have that cozy kind of feel. So lots of neutral. So the painter, which is my dad's cousin, he painted the whole thing, and I said, just paint the whole thing same color. It's a Benjamin. Is it a Benjamin Moore? No, it's not a Benjamin Moore. Sorry. It's an off-white. It's in a white family. I know there's like hundreds of whites. Just a tint of color, but something that goes with anything. So my rule of thumb, especially me in this tiny place, go light, go something that goes with anything. Again, make it your own style. I can't be here and say pick all beige or pick all nude light. I'm not going to be doing that. But still, something a good base that I was going to add color through cushions, throw blankets, decor, stuff like that. So that's what I did. And I sat with it because, like, this, again, I'm going to show you in a couple minutes there. You see this little green wall. This is my kitchen back. I just painted that one wall. It's paint I had for another little project I'm going to show you. And one day I was just like, a week ago or something like that, I was like, the green that I have, that would be really pretty on that one wall. Why did it? So I don't know. It's very. I'm I'm proud. I'm proud of myself. I mean, I'm not saying I could do like again. Maybe the sky's the limit, but you know what? I'm proud of what I did, and I want to show this for you guys. And like I said, I have a Facebook page that I did. I used it before summer. Perfect Faces Design. That I was adding like mood boards and stuff like that. Stuff that could give you ideas of like what you can mesh together. And again, you can mesh anything together, but like sometimes people, sometimes it's harder for some people to see it. Sometimes it's hard for me to see it. But like, oh, have you ever thought maybe you could do this in that room or do that, or mix modern, mix farmhouse to get like possibly use it endless, but sometimes you need a little bit of motivation. I do, anyways. And I would love to do shop with me too. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna turn it around. Oh, she put a little ball on me. I'm gonna figure out how to edit this later, because like I said, this is the very first video. But anyways, I'm gonna turn it around. Keep looking at the window, because like lots of cars are going by. We had a car show. I live next to a, I don't know what I would call it, but they had a classic car show today, and now all the cars are leaving. Anywho. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put you guys up. I'm gonna go actually walk with you, and I'm gonna give you a tour of my tiny home. Follow me. So right now the door is closed, but I'm standing in my front door. So when I come in, I have a little foyer little area. So I don't mind. Usually it's clean, but it's not that clean. So this is my front door. This is you can see my glare. This is a diamond painting my mom did. We sent out on this website. You can send in a picture of whatever you want, and we sent a picture of Chewy and Caramel, and that's a giant diamond painting that my mother did. She loves that, so it's hanging up there. So they own the space. Okay, I'm just here. Okay. So when you come in, it's an open-ish concept. So the living room, and sorry, the blanket and Grandma's on the blanket too. So yeah, open concept kitchen, little dining room area, and my living room. If we pan again this way, this is again still next to my entryway. There should be shoe storage, but there is a coat rack there. You'll see. And oh, by the way, I have decorated for Halloween. And as I'm filming this, it's still August, so don't be angry. But it made me happy, and I did it. Okay. So this is a shoe storage thing. And yes, this is a little cat door that goes through, and the cats can go and visit my parents and come back to see me. It says on the sign, it's in French. I got it in a store down here. I think it's only a Canadian thing or a friend. I'm not even sure. It basically says that at Grandpa and Grandma and Grandpa's house, everything is permitted. Everything is okay. Okay. So yeah, shoe storage area. That's where I have again. Can't even see. I told you before, sometimes I'm looking for the words, I can't find them. So my garbage is there. This is my pantry, and it is just a cubby or a cabinet that I got, I think it was from Canadian Tire. So not that expensive, but for me it works really well. To store it a little bit better, but it works really, really well for my pantry. So let's focus now. Bob's Burgers, my favorite on the TV. So this is my living room. So the fireplace is from Wayfair that I got to even before this whole apartment thing came an idea, because I knew I wanted to either tiny home, do something. And when I saw this on Wayfair, I was like, that's what I want. So anyways, fits perfectly here. My mini split, oh my gosh. We've been having the last couple weeks here, like heat wave, I guess, like everybody else, everywhere else. So thank goodness for AC. The cats love this. Again, I wanted a big window. I only have 3 windows in my whole apartment. Big window. I want lots of natural light in, again, to make the place look bigger. I'm sorry, the glare is pretty bad right now. Cats love these. They love it. And this, by the way, this couch, before I get too far, and yes, Kanamed is very, very comfortable there. This couch that has a corridor kind of look to it is actually a sofa bed. So I got this at StruckTube. Again, I'm not sure if it's just a Canadian store. I'm not sure. So it's a sofa bed, so it could pull out. So you take off the cushions in the back, you take them off, and what's left after, I think you pull it down. It goes to show you that I only did it a couple times. So it makes like a full bed, and there's actually storage underneath there. So actually, not right now because it's up, but that's where my Halloween decor is all stored in the couch. It's genius. Because again, small space, you want to accommodate, you want to maximize the space that you have, right? In this beam that I talked to you earlier, because like my grandfather on my mom's side built this house, and so when we took this apart, because we had to kind of like took this apart because we never saw again what would the beam look like. So there's several 2x6s or 2x whatever, because I would have preferred to have, like, if I could have had exposed wood, I would have loved it, and not anything. Oh. Alrighty, we're back. I had company over, an aunt and an uncle, so that was really, really, really fun. They got to see the new place. They hadn't already. So anyways, I think I was talking about this beam when we left off. So I would have preferred to have exposed wood, but I couldn't because, like I said, the way my grandfather built it, he put one on top of the other. There was multiple 2x8s or 2x6 or 4. Again, I'm not a specialist in the building part. So we decided to stay. My builder fixed it because it was a little rugged. So just the cheap sheetrock, paint it. And I was like, okay. But I was like, something always said to me, it spoke to me and said, you have to do something with that beam. So ladies and gentlemen, this is just peel and stick that I got at our Dollarama. And I had to wait. I had to make a couple trips to get enough to make it look like wood. But you know what? I'm not hating it. It's cute. It divides us. It goes with the wood floors that you see. One very, very neutral. Again, everything is pretty neutral, but guys, you only need to have, like, add color, but add color through your cushions or your furniture or your, you know what I mean? Just add color through your accessories. You can add warmth like that. And if we go, I know I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. So, forget maybe about the Halloween decorations for a bit, but this centerpiece here, which will always be on this fireplace, was my grandfather's old toolbox. My dad's. So here's a better picture here. So it was like those old-fashioned toolbox. And I found it for whatever reason. I don't ever really remember seeing it here. And the summer before we started this whole project, it was in a corner somewhere. I found it in a garage. And of course, it was really, really dusty. It was like kind of falling apart. And that's when my dad or my mom, somebody told me that was your grandfather, that was your papa's toolbox. It's like, I automatically said I'm gonna have to do something with it. Gave it a really super duper good cleaning. Sanded it and basically stained it again and varnished it again. And I just put it again, faux plants from the Dollar Tree, or we don't have Dollar Tree, we have a Dollarama. So yeah, sentimental piece, and it's gorgeous. So again, moving in the kitchen, which we're in an open concept here. Love, love, love my retro sink. I love vintage things. So that's why I found this microwave, which kind of looks vintage to me. It gives vintage vibes. The toaster does. My 24-inch sink. Oh my god. You can't see, well, you see me actually more in the glare in the picture. That's a Halloween picture. Gotta have my espresso. Little coffee bar area here. Put a little reef there. That was recently. The reef up there. So when I said live with your space, guys, for a little bit, that's what I did. Because like I said, I've been moved in since, January? And the whole place is like this off-white. Like last week, I was like, this wall needs to be a color. And had that green left over from a little project. I'm going to show you that's in my bedroom. So took everything away, everything off those shelves. That was a one-day job. Painted that. Added this too. This is from the Dollarama. It mimics, what do you call that? The tile, the, what do you call that? The tin tile or something like that. And if I take this away, you'll see it better. So the backsplash is a peel and stick also that, believe it or not, it either comes from Amazon. Most things come from Amazon, or it comes from Temu. Love the scallop. So that's another theme I wanted to go in this place. Lots of wood, even if it's fake. My collects from IKEA, wood. Lots of like circular shapes. Even you see the lights there? Like there's lots of like, it's giving me like an organic kind of feel. And that's what I want. I want a cozy, organic, natural. So there you go. And I have more than one, but this is the one decent sized closet. Pretty big. I'm still in the midst of organizing it. Pretty big. I have a light in here too. Not gonna turn it on right now though. Chewy. This is Chewy. If you haven't seen him yet, you saw Caramel. This is Chewy. Hi. Hi. And in the hallway, which is not a big hallway, we have I'm gonna turn on the light here though. Laundry room. It's tucked behind closet doors, my washing machine, my dryer, which I love, storage space up there. I'm trying to maximize every single inch of this place, which is awesome. So there you go. Turn out the light. Sorry for the squeak of the door. We have to. Doors are squeaking. We have to fix it. And bathroom is small. Love this sign. Love this sign. Bathroom is small. I'm going to try to do it justice. So when you come in, you basically have the door is basically in the middle. So you basically have your toilet and a corner shower on one side. And I'm going to show you, I have the vanity and the linen cabinet on the other side. So coming in, I think it's a 38 by 38. Lovely shower, lots of space. Again, all your essentials, but room to put decor. If you go on the other side, you'll see me in the mirror. Hi. So the vanity, let's put it that way. The vanity, again, with my round, those are all part of the same set, I think, or the same collection. Same backsplash. It looks gorgeous. Here we're super duper conscious and aware if you're pooping or not. So there you go. And again, a linen cabinet, the same company that I got most of I got my cabinets in the kitchen, most of the things I got from the same place, like shower, toilet, and everything. I could have gone like matched to this for linen cabinet, but it was way more. And again, just from Canadian Tire, I thought it was going to be the same finish as the pantry I showed you, but it's not quite, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, linen cabinet. Linen and, essentials, and I don't know. I have tons of room and like lots of like room that I can still, again, put some more. And if I could like organize it differently, I could put more stuff. So organization or closet space really isn't the thing that's missing here. So there you go. And last but not least, we have my bedroom. So again, talking about a 600 square foot place, so not big. So I'm in a doorway right now, and this is technically, this is my bedroom. So it's wide enough. If I close the door here, I'm at the door. So I'm closing the door here. It bumps out here, because remember on the other side is my bathroom. So on the other side, my vanity's on that wall, and my linen cabinet. So I'm turning around. Again, every room here, we're decorating for Halloween already. So this is the only other room that when I first painted, I knew I wanted like this to be an accent wall. And I have this part black, and the other is just like the rest of the color of the house. And I have a peel and stick border. This is vinyl, I think. I got that from Amazon to do like a decorative thing. And again, the same lights. So I have enough room for my queen size bed. And right now, there's one pillow missing, so I'm sorry, so it looks a little weird. And I just made it quickly. And this is for Halloween. Christmas is going to look different. And apart from that, all year round is going to look different. But I want it to look like, okay, you walk in this room, see that bed, see how comfy it is, and just want to like grab a book, which I do read every night, and just curl up with a good book and be all cozy in here. I think I achieved that. There is actually, and I chose this particular bed frame because there is storage. Might not be the prettiest. Got a couple of IKEA things here, but this is full of storage underneath my bed. Again, maximizing, right? And this, I'm pivoting you all over this place. So this, I knew I wanted something to put in this corner of my bedroom. And I knew like some kind of shelf. I knew I couldn't be big because let's face it, it's not big. And nothing online was like kind of speaking to me. So one day I went by one of our local furniture stores. They have a used part too. And I was leaving the place. I was like in their showroom, and after that in there they had like a back room too full of like used furniture. You walked upstairs and kind of loft areas. I see this while I'm cutting out. You could clearly see it's done handmade. Gorgeous. The only problem was it was pink. I'm sure it was very, very, very pretty where it was. Pink did not match like my color scheme. So basically bought some stuff to like take off whatever was on it, paint whatever, sanded it again, and basically stained it again. The bottom part is that same green that's in my kitchen, and the bottom part, the wood they used for the bottom part clear was different wood from the rest. I'm not sure if it was like particle wood. I'm not sure what the name was or I'm not sure what the name of it is. But the paint absorbed a lot more in that wood, so I could not get the paint. You could totally see still the pink. So it's like, well, what if I know the rest is going to be wood. What if I paint it? That's what I did. In my mind, I don't know why, I pretty much It didn't take me a lot of time. I have paint swatches to choose this type of green. I knew I wanted kind of like a deeper sage of greens. Anyway, put that. And some leftover, obviously. And that's why the last week I decided, well, I have paint. I decided I wanted that wall in my kitchen to be like an accent color, so I have the paint. Oh yeah, that's another really cute print. Anyways, so there you have it, guys. That is the tour. I'm gonna try to put you back down the same way. I'm not sure if it's gonna help. Oh, well, you can't see. You can barely see your Shimu, but kind of it is right here. So yeah, basically there you go. I know I had lots of stories, and you know what? I could have gone on and on. I have stories about everything, like everybody does. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. Maybe inspire somebody else. Maybe if you have questions, feel free. Like I said, this video, the purpose of this, I want to put it out there. Like, I have to create my YouTube page. So if you're seeing this, it means that I did. And I hope somebody's telling me right now, do it, do it, do it, do it. Because why not, right? So if you want to see, like I said, I'm still not sure where this is going, what it's going to look like. But I like to do more of these types of videos, maybe sit downs again. Again, this is going to be this is gonna be a lot for me because I'm an introvert, but like doing shop with me's or taking me out with me if I go shopping or do something like that would be nice. So yeah, if you enjoy these types of videos, if you want to see more, I feel like everybody says this, but click and subscribe, and yeah, we'll see I'll see pretty much, or we'll see where this journey takes us. So thank you so much for watching this video. I seen the other timestamps. I was like, oh, we really had a lot to say. Anyways, I'm gonna sit down now eventually to edit. That's another thing I'm gonna have to get used to. So anyways, thank you so much for joining us, for joining me. We're here. We're gonna be a big family. I hope so anyways. Joining us. I was right, because Caramel is here, and you saw Chewy. So yes, thank you so much, and have a great day. Thank you. Bye.